Holy flippity flip flop flap and smokes, everyone. This is an emergency breaking news update. Bitcoin is crashing right now. After the stock market crashed today and the pre-market is saying we're going to see more red tomorrow, Bitcoin has just broken a key level of $40,000. So what caused this crash and will it get worse? Let's have a look, everyone. Okay, so look at this, everyone. Cryptocurrencies tumble with Bitcoin falling 7% and Ether down 9% in the last 24 hours. And as I'm recording this here on FTX, Bitcoin hit a low of around $38,200. And I bring up CoinMarketCap here. We can see it's down around 7.5%. Ethereum has broken below $3,000, down 8.5%. Binance down 9.2%. Cardano is down nearly 10%. Solana 7%. XRP 6.4%. Terra Luna 5%. And no one really cares about all these other poopy coins down here. So what news could be causing this sell-off and how bad is it going to get? Well, here's the only FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt that I could find. Look at this. Russia's central bank proposes ban on crypto mining and trading. Russia's central bank said in a recent report on Thursday that crypto bears the hallmarks of a pyramid scheme and undermines the sovereignty of monetary policy. And maybe why they could be worried is because, as we can see here, Russia's currency has been falling over the past 5 years, and it is down around 25%. Now again, this is just a proposed ban. There's nothing official yet, but maybe why some people could be worried about this is because Russia is the third biggest miner behind the US and Kazakhstan. But I don't think this is what's really behind the big sell-off, everyone. Let's hit the charts. So as I'm recording this, the Asia markets are in an absolute bloodbath. Where I am, Australia, it is down 2.28%. So for all us Aussies, we're getting hit hard. The Nikkei is down 1.4%. China and Hong Kong down just 0.8% and 0.6%, but they've already been hit pretty hard with all the developer fears. But look at this. Let's look at the pre-market. We already had a big sell-off today, but now I'm looking at the futures and the Nasdaq is down 1.5% in the futures. The S&P 500 is down nearly 1% and the Dow is down around 200 points. So what cryptocurrency investors need to understand is, and I'm sure my viewers mostly know this, they need to understand the macroeconomic picture and how markets are interconnected. Many people said Bitcoin was going to be a currency, which it doesn't look like it's going to be a currency now. Then many people said in 2021 it was a store of value, but with dropping up to 30% in a day on some instances in 2021, it isn't quite a store of value just yet. Now this doesn't mean it will never be a currency with future technologies that could be created, and it doesn't mean it's not a store of value over the long term, but right now it isn't there quite yet. But what I think people are becoming more and more aware of, because remember, Bitcoin is a very new asset, so people are learning more and more is a risk on asset. When there's a lot of money in the system and when people make money in the stock market and the housing market, they may take some of those gains and put it into Bitcoin. And it is also very correlated with the Nasdaq high-flying tech stocks. So when tech stocks fall, we tend to see crypto fall as well. But again, what you're wanting to know is, will it get worse? Well, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is very hard to predict because all it takes is a tweet from Elon Musk to send the price either up or down 10%. Or it could just take another article of China banning crypto for the 500th time. So in the short term, it's impossible to predict the price action. Again, even with technical analysis, you can't predict things like Elon Musk posting a tweet. But looking at the macro view and what many crypto YouTubers are in denial about is we are in a cryptocurrency bear market. Now, many of them were admitting and many of them said that at the end of 2021 or early 2022, yes, they were all saying 100% we're going to have a bear market. And normally what happens with Bitcoin is the cycles go along with the halving events. That's when the reward that miners get paid for mining Bitcoin gets dropped in half. And simple economics, less supply, more demand, the price has to go up. Now, the last halving event was in 2020. And normally what we've seen from past cycles is there's normally a bull market after the last halving event for the next 18 to 24 months. Now that time is up, so it's looking more likely now, there's no guarantees, but it is looking likely that we could be facing another 12 to 18 month bear market. And a big reason why people got into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is because they saw what the Federal Reserve was doing. They saw how the Federal Reserve increased the money supply by 28%, and that's why they all hopped in, which was a good trade. But now the opposite is going to be happening. They're going to be lifting interest rates and actually quantitative tightening. They're going to actually be selling off the asset purchases. They're going to be vacuuming up all that money that they printed. So don't take this as FUD, but I hope you take this as an educational experience, because unfortunately there's a lot of hopium in the cryptocurrency markets and not much facts and fundamental analysis. So what you're probably wanting to know is, what does this mean in simple terms? Well, what this means is if the stock market goes down, if the Federal Reserve tightens and takes the money printing away, with it now 18 to 24 months since the last halving event, we're going to be entering into a cryptocurrency bear market. Now, I'm not telling you to sell your Bitcoin and try to time the market or cryptocurrency is dead. This bear market will create great buying opportunities, but we still have a long way to go. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a $20,000 Bitcoin. But everyone, this is not a certainty. This is just my thoughts and opinions on what's going on in the cryptocurrency markets. What do you think? Let me know.